In this video I'm going to give you 10 essential tips that will help you run for longer. What is up everybody, and welcome to Fordy Runs, and my name is Chris Ford, and if you didn't know, I'm a running coach and athletics coach based here in the UK, and one of the things I get asked a lot is, Fordy, how can I run for longer? Well, like I said, in this video I'm going to give you sort of 10 quick tips, quick things that you can do that will slowly but surely help you run for longer. Okay, so let's break this down real easy. And the first thing that you need to be doing is running to time and not distance. So I want you to run to time. Don't focus on the distance. Working to time is a much easier way of running. It really, really is, and it slowly but surely moves you to running for longer. And that brings me on to the second tip, which is once you are running to time, then you start adding minutes on. So if maybe you're running for 20 minutes, the next time you go out, maybe run for 22, 23 minutes. And slowly but surely, you can eke out the minutes in which you're running for. And by doing that, nice and steadily, nice and gradually, you will slowly but surely increase your distance. The third thing is to not worry about your pace. When you're starting out and you're trying to get further, run longer, the only thing you need to worry about your pace is that you're running easy. Don't be worrying about that, trying to run too fast or all this sort of stuff. Don't overcomplicate it. Just run at a nice conversational, easy pace, but don't worry about your pace. Just go to feel and see how you get on. And that brings us to our next tip, which is if you need walking breaks, take them as you stretch out that mileage or the time that you're on your feet. There's absolutely nothing wrong with walking, but make sure it's targeted. So maybe do 8 minutes of running, 2 minutes of walking, and slowly but surely you will build that aerobic base, you will build that endurance, and you will be able to run for longer. Next up is to fuel those runs before, during, and then obviously after. It's really important that you do fuel your runs. I'm not saying eat loads, you don't need to go and have a pizza before you go out and run 5k or for half an hour, but I'm saying to you, make sure you are fueling your runs correctly, make sure you are hydrating. That will help you run longer. Next up is to stick to a training plan. If you have a training plan, try and stick to it. It's very, very easy to sort of go off plan, lose motivation and sort of start dropping runs. But if you've paid for a plan or you pick one off the shelf, try and stick to it. Okay, the next thing you need to be doing is not pushing too hard when you are out there trying to increase your mileage. So like I said ways back, making sure that you're doing easy paced work, make sure it's conversational is perfect. Don't be pushing too hard. Don't be, don't be going along and trying to go, I don't know, super quick or anything like that. Try and keep it controlled. Try and keep it precise. Try and keep it within that easy environment so you can slowly but surely increase the time on your feet. One good way of helping you run for longer is to increase your fitness levels, right? And one very good way of doing that is to start doing some speed work. Now, as coaches, we love speed work because it's improving many things, and we won't overcomplicate it in this video. But if you can pick one of your runs a week to go, let's say, faster, a higher effort than the other stuff, then that's already going to make a difference. So as an example, you're going to try and run for 30 minutes. I want you to do a nice 5-6 minute warm up, a nice easy jog to start with, and then I just want you to run for 15 minutes as hard as you can, and I mean really hard, not just like but I mean really hard. And then once you've done that, you do a nice 5-6-7 minute cool down jog, and if you start doing that every week, that's going to start making a difference, and then you'll see that difference because you'll be able to run for longer because your fitness is increasing. So by doing a little bit of speed work in the week will help everything else. Now, one thing that will also help, and it does, and you'll notice it when you're doing your, let's say, speed session, is to work on your form. Now think about it when you're running along, and look maybe in a shop window as you're running along. Are you hunched over? How's your head? Is it low? Remember, all your weight's in your head. So think about picking your head up, rolling your shoulders back, pushing your hips forward. So thinking about your form when you're out there running will make you more efficient if you start making little tweaks and changes. So just have a look at your form and try and tweak it as you're out there running. And the last thing I need you to do is work on your strength and conditioning. You need to get in the gym, you need to strengthen up, you need to make sure your whole kinetic chain is strong. We need you to work aerobically as well, maybe do a bit of swimming, maybe get into Pilates, whatever it is, and strengthen. But if you can do work on your strength and conditioning along with your running, you're going to be able to run for longer, because basically you're going to be stronger and you're going to be fitter. Right, okay guys, so that's it. Hopefully that helps in terms of trying to run for longer. But the biggest takeaway that I want for you guys is really to run to time. Don't overdo it in terms of pace. You all run too fast. Get in the gym, strengthen up, and chuck in that speed session once a week at least. Okay guys, that's it for me. Good luck. Let me know in the comments how you're getting on with running longer, and I'll catch you later.